Grade 3 Science. The Solar System. Vocabulary. Asteroid. An asteroid is a rock flying through space. Comet is an icy object flying through space. Core is the center of an object. Crater is a hole in a planet or moon. Satellite is an object that orbits around another object. Solar system is the neighborhood we live in. It is the system in space that Earth is in. Let's read. The solar system is our home in space. It's special to us because it's where we live. Let's take an imaginary flight through the solar system. We'll start at the center with the sun. As we move away from the sun, we will pass many planets. One of those planets is our own Earth. Earth and the other planets all circle the sun. Climb aboard. Let's begin our journey. The sun is one of many stars in space. Stars are huge, fiery balls of gas. The sun is made mostly of a gas called hydrogen. The sun looks big and bright because it is fairly close to us. Other stars are much, much farther away. That's why they're just little specks of light. Atoms of hydrogen in the center of the sun are forced together. They turn into a gas called helium. This process gives off huge amounts of energy. It causes the sun to be hot and bright. The sun's huge size gives it very strong gravity. Gravity is a force that pulls objects together. Gravity keeps the planets orbiting the sun. Our trip through the solar system will take us by 8 planets. Scientists place the planets into 2 groups. One group has Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. They all have a solid surface. The outer 4 planets are Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune. These planets are called gas giants. They do not have a solid surface. You wouldn't be able to breathe the air on these planets. The first planet we see after leaving the sun is Mercury. It is a small planet covered with craters, like our moon. And like the moon, it has no air. On Mercury, the sun looks 3 times larger than it does on Earth. When the sun is overhead on Mercury, the temperature rises to about 430 degrees Celsius. After sunset, it drops down to about negative 170 degrees Celsius. The next planet we will see is Venus. It is the brightest object in our sky, except for the sun and moon. Venus has thick clouds that trap heat from the sun. The temperature on Venus is about 470 degrees Celsius. The planet has many volcanoes. Almost all of Venus's surface is lava. The third planet we will see is very familiar. It is Earth. We think it is the only planet in our solar system with life and a lot of liquid water. Earth lies in a part of the solar system where liquid water can exist. This made it possible for life to develop. The air of our planet is about 1/5 oxygen. Oxygen is produced by the plants on Earth. The next planet is Mars. This planet has a reddish color and hardly any air. The red color is caused by rust in rocks. It is cold on Mars. Scientists have learned that Mars has ice at its poles. Mars probably had oceans and rivers on its surface long ago. Today, salty water flows in some areas during the warmer months. Mars often has big dust storms. The planet has the biggest volcano in the solar system. Between Mars and Jupiter is a large area full of asteroids. This area is called the asteroid belt. Asteroids are rocks left over from when the solar system was born. Some asteroids are small boulders, others are huge. There are millions of asteroids. The largest object in the asteroid belt is named Ceres. It is about 940 kilometers wide. Next, we will visit the 4 gas giants. The air of the gas giants is poisonous. The first gas giant you'll see is Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. It may have a large, icy center under all the gases. Jupiter's air has large bands. They are caused by strong winds. The air contains a huge spinning storm. It is called the Great Red Spot. The next gas giant we'll see is Saturn. It is famous for its beautiful rings. Like Jupiter, Saturn has air that is divided into bands. They are caused by very fast winds. Saturn's rings reach far into space. The rings are made of pieces of rock and ice. Scientists think the rings are the remains of comets and other objects. Uranus is the next planet we come to. Its name is pronounced either Uranus or Uranus. Uranus is a blue-green planet. It gets its color from a gas called methane. Sunlight reflects through the gas. The light that the methane lets through is blue-green. Under all the gas, Uranus has an icy center. Look what's up ahead. That's Neptune. It's the last planet on our trip. Neptune has a bluish color, but it's brighter than Uranus. Scientists think that Neptune's color is also caused by methane, but they don't know why it's so bright. Neptune has an icy center. The planet is so far from the sun that it gets almost no heat. We're not at the end of our trip yet. Now we'll see some smaller objects. In 2006, astronomers decided that Pluto was too small to be a planet. They said Pluto and other small planets would now be called dwarf planets. These other dwarf planets are a lot like Pluto, so astronomers decided to call them Plutoids. Plutoids orbit the Sun in a distant part of the solar system. This area is full of icy objects. Astronomers think they will find more Plutoids there. In 2009, there were 4 known Plutoids. 2 of them were Pluto and a dwarf planet named Eris. The other 2 were named Makemake and Haumea. Not all dwarf planets are Plutoids. To be a Plutoid, a dwarf planet must orbit beyond Neptune. Ceres is a dwarf planet, but it is not a Plutoid. That is because it orbits in the asteroid belt. Many of the planets we passed had moons. A moon is an object that orbits a planet. The moon that people know best is our own moon. It is one of the largest moons in the solar system. Scientists think our moon was created billions of years ago. They think a huge object smashed into Earth. Material was thrown into orbit around Earth. The material came together to form the moon. The largest moon in the solar system is Ganymede. It is one of Jupiter's moons. Ganymede has an icy crust that may cover an ocean. Saturn has a big moon named Titan. It is the second largest moon in the solar system. Titan is covered by thick orange clouds. Astronomers are using a special spacecraft to probe Titan's surface. Comets are beautiful white objects with a tail. They move slowly across the sky. A comet is made of ice, frozen gases, rocks, and dust. When a comet moves close to the sun, it gets warmer. The sun pushes material away from the comet. That's what forms the tail. When a comet gets far from the sun, its tail fades away. Most comets come from the Kuiper belt. Others come from much farther away. We've taken a quick trip through the solar system. On our trip, we've seen many things. Now you know how the sun produces its light. And when you see the moon or Venus, you'll know more about them too. Our solar system is full of wonders. You can see some of these things for yourself with a backyard telescope. Think about what lies beyond our solar system. There must be many other wonders out there. Discussion questions. Which of these is the best way to describe our solar system? B. It is a group of objects revolving around a single star. Which of these facts about the sun is not true? A. It is farther away than most other stars. What is the largest planet in our solar system? B. Jupiter. Which planets are gas giants? C. Saturn and Jupiter. What makes Earth different from any other planet? D. It is the only planet known to support life. Good job!